Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about WWE 2K20, and the hype train keeps on going, woo woo! Honestly, this game is probably the WWE game I've been the most hyped for since 2K8, since basically last year's game. I'm so excited for this game. There's so much I can't wait to do. I can't wait to bring you guys so much WWE 2K20 content. I'm not even joking. Let's get right into it. Starting with, we have news on the very first WWE 2K20 Originals content. It is the pre-order bonus for the game, and instead of getting one or two measly superstars, you get a plethora of shit. The first 2K20 Originals pack is called Bump in the Night, and it comes with multiple characters, 2 arenas, some cool My Player stuff, and showcase stuff. So let's get into this. So first things first, we have a new version of Aleister Black called Aleister Black Twisted, confirming Aleister Black for the game. It looks really cool. It kind of looks like it's based off the Night King from Game of Thrones. Then we have Bray Wyatt getting confirmed because the Fiend Bray Wyatt is going to be in the game. A lot of people didn't think this was going to happen because he only just kind of debuted. He has been doing this for a few months. You know, the Fiend has been shown. We've seen a little bit about him for the past few months. But we haven't actually seen the Fiend be brought on TV or actually do any matches. That is until SummerSlam when he actually made his debut. I'm guessing the people at 2K decided to talk to WWE, see what the plans with him were, and kind of learn about the character. Probably talk to Bray a little bit too, just to get this character in the game. He is part of the pre-order bonus. I'm so fucking excited. Then we have the Swamp Father Bray Wyatt. This was kind of the Bray Wyatt that was shown off when 2K Originals was first announced. This is like the sort of tentacly, nasty looking fucking guy. I can't wait. This one looks awesome. Then we have Finn Balor Demon King, which we have not actually seen yet. They have not shown this one off. Not every one of these has been shown off. 4 of these have been shown off, and when we get to the ones that have been shown off, I'll talk to you about them. But Finn Balor Demon King, I can only assume goes with the tower. That there are towers that go with this, story towers, which are going to be fun to do, I'm sure. And there's a special showcase for this as well. So, yeah. 2K20 Originals seems to add a lot more playability to the game. And when 2K20 Originals content does drop, I will be doing stuff on the channel with it. Don't worry. Especially the showcases. But yeah, there's not much I can guess with this one. I'm just excited to see what it looks like. Then we have Frankenstein, which is the other one that was shown off when the 2K20 Originals was announced. This is kind of the Frankenstein's monster Braun Strowman mashup thing that they have going. I'm very excited to play some of these characters, honestly. I don't even like Braun Strowman, but this one sounds really cool. Then we have Mandy Rose Survivor. There's not much to go off on this one. It hasn't been shown. So, yeah, I'm excited to see it. Then we have Nikki Cross Twisted. Again, has also not been shown. Actually, I think the Aleister Black one's called Wicked, not Twisted. I think I wrote that wrong. It's either Wicked or Twisted. It's one of those two. Again, the Nikki Cross one, also, we don't have much to go off of. It hasn't been shown. But Nikki Cross is actually in the fucking game after not being in the game for some reason last year. Then we have 2 more Originals mystery characters that are going to be coming in the same pack. Then we have Randy Orton, the Unleashed Apex Predator, which is like a lizard, snake sort of man. He's all scaly and shit. He looks awesome. And then we have Sheamus Fed Up, which is based off of one of my favorite movies of all time, Shaun of the Dead. He's based off of the character played by, I can't think of his name. I feel so dumb because I can't think of his name. But he's based off of the main character, Shaun, from Shaun of the Dead. He looks awesome. I can't wait. His tower is going to be battling zombified superstars. Nikki Cross is going to be playing Twisted Games with other superstars. Mandy Roses will be getting fed up with Nikki Cross. Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor's kind of also seem like they're going to mix in. I can't wait for all this shit. It's going to be awesome. There's also 2 new arenas, the Wyatt Swamp Arena and the Cemetery Graveyard Brawl Arena, I believe is what it's called. So, with that being said, the current roster for the actual game is sitting at Asuka, Angelo Dawkins, Andre the Giant, Aleister Black Wicked, Bayley, Brock Lesnar, Becky Lynch, Braun Strowman, Big Boss Man, Bray Wyatt, Brutus Beefcake, Bray Wyatt the Fiend, Bray Wyatt Swamp Father, Chyna, Charlotte, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Finn Balor Demon King, Frankenstein. There's no confirmation whether Finn Balor Demon attire is going to be in this. Also, I have to add Chyna, Hulk Hogan, and all of the monster versions, plus some other characters I'll mention when I get into this, are DLC. I will mention which ones are specifically DLC. So, Aleister Black, Wicked, Both versions of the Bray Wyatt, the special versions, I mean, China and Finn Balor, Demon King, and Frank Strowman are all DLC. Hulk Hogan, DLC. John Cena, King Booker, Kurt Angle, Mankind, The Miz, Montez Ford, Mandy Rose Survivor, DLC. Nia Jax, Nikki Cross Twisted, DLC. Originals Mysteries number 1 and 2, both DLC. Papa Shango, Roman Reigns, The Rock, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, The Rock Retro, DLC. Mankind is also DLC, I forgot to mention that. Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton Apex, Unleashed Apex Predator, DLC. Sasha Banks, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Sheamus Sting, Sheamus Fed Up, DLC. Triple H, The Ultimate Warrior, Velveteen Dream, and Xavier Woods. Now, a lot of speculation is going into who the last 2 characters are going to be. I think one of them is going to be Daniel Bryan, because he is mentioned in the showcase thing. And there's a special weapon that gets added in that looks kind of like a baseball bat, but it's got like goat horns. So maybe he's going to be the part of that. Other 2 mystery characters. Obviously, as more news is unveiled about this, and we know more about the 2K20 originals, I will talk about it more. Now, what I'm sure you guys are wondering, what's going to be happening with Universe Mode? Is it something I'm going to do on the channel, or at least sporadically do on the channel? At the moment, that's what the plan is. I want to sporadically bring it to the channel, maybe do occasional live streams of pay-per-views and the weeks leading to pay-per-views and stuff like that. The reason I don't do it on the actual channel is because me and Jesse sim through the weeks beforehand. We set the matches up, but we sim through. We don't like playing through the huge, all 4 fucking weeks or 3 weeks, whatever, leading up to a pay-per-view. So we set the matches up so we can figure out who's going for the championships, and then we sim through, we write down the winners, and we move them on if they need to be moved on. And then we do the pay-per-views, and that's all we play. We just play the pay-per-views. We play the go-home shows for joint brand pay-per-views, because we do actually need to do that. We do actually need to play the go-home shows, a little bit of them. We play about 3 matches on the go-home shows before the joint brand pay-per-views, because they only allow 7 matches per show, meaning we get 7 matches on the main card of the pay-per-view, and so we have to put some of our title matches, because we have 6 titles each. Sorry about that, I had a yawn. So we put some of the titles on the show beforehand, the go-home shows, and then we do a brand versus brand typically, and then some stuff on the rest of the title matches. Currently, this roster is looking a little bit bare. There's no news on if Dean Ambrose will actually be in the game or not. I'm hoping he will be, but again, there's no confirmation. With where he left, it's kind of difficult to judge on if he's going to be in the game or not. But going on to Universe Mode, 1. When we do our pay-per-views, it will be basically a straight shot as best as we can to get a pay-per-view done. We are going to choose who we want to choose. For those of you wondering, by the way, if it's a singles match, me and Jesse, or a regular tag match, me and Jesse will choose who our champions are, and the other person will go as the challenger. So, if it's a Raw branded pay-per-view, he will choose his champion, I will go as the challenger. If it's a SmackDown branded pay-per-view, I'll choose my champion, he will go as the challenger. Unless it's a multi-man match, that's how we do it. If it's a multi-man match, we just go for it, man. If it's a multi-man match, we choose whoever the fuck we want to be. Now, brand owner has first choosing. So if it's a multi-man match on mine, I get the first choice. So if it's like a 6-man ladder match, I get to choose who I want to be first. That means I can choose a champion. It means I can choose one of the challengers. Then he chooses. He can choose the champion. He can choose one of the challengers. If the champion's still available, I mean. So, going into 2K20's first month of Universe Mode, our champions are sitting at, for Raw, we have the Undisputed Champion, Undertaker 02 / Biker Taker. We're not sure if he's going to be, we're hoping he's going to be in this game. If not, we'll switch to a regular Undertaker, and Jesse will get Undertaker. It's not that big of a deal to us. For the women's, we have Paige. For the Raw women's, I should say. For the Raw Tag Team titles, we have Edge and Christian. For the United States Championship, we have Velveteen Dream. For those of you wondering, by the way, I won as Undertaker 02. I won as Velveteen Dream. I literally basically gave up 3 of my favorite freaking wrestlers to Jesse by winning. For the European, we have Shinsuke Nakamura who beat X-Pac at Mania, the go-home show for Mania. And for his hardcore, we have a created superstar that we found in 2K19 named Tinky. He is a fucking badass. We found a few created superstars that were just kind of random superstars. Actually, one of them, Antichrist, was my longest reigning Cruiserweight champion. The only person who beat him up until Mania, which was a multi-man match at Mania, or the go-home show for Mania, was Drew Gulak. He was the only person who ever beat Antichrist in a singles match. He held the Drew Gulak ended up holding the title twice, taking it from Antichrist. We don't know if we're going to find them or not. Hopefully, the people who created them, as well as characters named Crippler and Monster, do recreate them for 2K20 so we can re-download them, because they were actually a very fun part about our universe mode, especially Tinky and Antichrist, since they were champions for so long. Tinky was, I think, the longest reigning hardcore champion. I don't know who had the longer reign. I think it might have been Antichrist, because Tinky did get Tinky did lose his in a multi-man match to Big Boss Man. So Antichrist might have had the longest title reign of our pay-per-view. It was either that or Edge and Christian or the Usos. Going on, for my brand, for SmackDown, we have WWE Champion Jeff Hardy, who won the Royal Rumble and beat Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell, or Iron Man match at WrestleMania in the main event. We have Women's Champion Billie Kay, who beat Peyton Royce at the Go Home Show. We have Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who beat the Young Bucks for, I think, the third, fourth, or fifth time they've met. They met a lot. The Young Bucks were, I believe, 2-time Tag Team Champions, or 1-time Tag Team Champions. There was a lot of matches with them. There was a count-out victory they got, so they got another match, and yeah. Intercontinental Champion HBK 05, who beat Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania. Cruiserweight Champion Rey Mysterio, who won a ladder match for the championship. And United Kingdom Champion Drew Gulak, who won a ladder match for the championship. Drew Gulak dethroned Jushin Thunder Liger, who is also one of our longest reigning champions. Rey Mysterio dethroned Antichrist. HBK has been champion for a few months. He beat Dolph Ziggler to retain. The Usos beat the Young Bucks, like I said. Billie Kay beat Peyton Royce after Peyton Royce ran a gauntlet to get there. Jeff Hardy beat Seth Rollins. Tinky, who did he beat? Abyss, and the fuck was the other person he faced? Abyss and Sabu. Shinsuke Nakamura beat X-Pac. Velveteen Dream beat John Cena. Edge and Christian beat the Motor City Machine Guns. Paige beat Gail Kim, who was the Women's Rumble winner, and Undertaker 02 beat Chris Benoit in what was, I think, like their 6th or 7th meeting. They met a lot. They swapped the title back and forth for a bit, and then Taker went away from the title picture. He ended up coming back, and it was kind of a bullshit finish. Like, the game glitched on Jesse because we were doing a last man standing match, and the game glitched on him, and basically it kind of just did the 10 count. It hit the 10. No idea why. It should have given him, it didn't even give him the wheel to try to pause it or anything. He was trying to press L1 to use resiliency, and it just went 10. He lost. Both of us admit it was bullshit, but there's nothing we can really do about it. We didn't want to replay the match because it was a long fucking match. And we had an Iron Man match right after that, so I was like, fuck this. I'm not replaying a last man standing match. But those are our champions heading into our first month of Universe Mode for 2K20. We will probably do the draft on the channel, getting our tag teams, trying to get as many creative people as we can. Day one created people are not fucking good looking. They suck. So day one created people are going to look shitty, but we're going to have them so we can kind of switch them over later if we really want to. We're going to try to get everyone we can. So far we have 52 created people that we have listed. We have AJ Lee, Alex Shelley, Animal, Austin Theory, Antichrist with question marks because we don't know if we're going to be able to find him. Bandito, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Chris Benoit, Chris Sabin, Chris Jericho, Carlito, Crippler, because again, we don't know if we're going to find him. Dean Ambrose, just in case he's not in the game. Phoenix, Hawk, Hurricane, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Jay Lethal, John Morrison, Jushin Thunder Liger, James Storm, John Moxley, Joey Mercury. Of course, we're taking John Moxley as well as Dean Ambrose. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, Ken Shamrock, Kota Ibushi, Kushida, Matt Jackson, because we're not sure if Kushida could not be in the game. I'm just saying this is, if he's not in the game, we're downloading him. If he is, we're going to have him as DLC, obviously, probably. Matt Jackson, Marty Scurll, Mark Andrews, Monster with a question mark because we don't know if he'll be in the game. Nick Jackson, Neville, Owen Hart, Pentagon, Rob Van Dam, Rosemary, Raven, Steve Blackman, Sandman, Sabu, Taz, Tajiri, Ishimori, Tommy Dreamer, Tajiri, Tinky with question marks because we don't know if he'll be in the game or not, or if somebody will create him. Ultimo Dragon, Will Ospreay, William Regal, and Zack Sabre Jr. Those are our current created superstars. Last game we had 170 people drafted to each brand, which I know for a lot of you, that's like, holy shit, 170, how did you even use them all? We don't always use them all. We do try to get everyone into the rotation occasionally and get as many people used as possible. Not everyone always gets used because there's a lot of people. And we are thinking it's probably going to be much, much, much harder to use everybody this year because 170 is already a huge, massive amount. That's per brand, by the way. 170 per brand. That's like 340 people, I think, in total is what we had. So it was like 240 in the base game plus no. We had 99 created people. It's like 239 in the base game. About. I think. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me. Or 230, 241 maybe? It might be 241. I'll have to do the math on that in a minute. I'm not doing it right now. I'm tired as fuck. I'm not going to like pause the video or go back on my laptop just to do that. But we had a lot of people is the basis of this. There's like 250-ish almost people of just regular in-game stars plus 99 created guys. They're upping the ante for this game. You can already see that. So it's going to be massive. We're excited. We're scared. We can't wait. I hope you guys join me on the 2K20 journey for career mode, championship scramble, showcase, and lots of other awesome shit, including occasional universe mode live streams with me and Jesse. So I'll see you guys in the future for more. In the next video for more WWE 2K20 content and lots of other shit on my channel. Stay golden. Peace.